What's good, folks? We back, and today I'm tackling a big question. Listen, a lot of anime, they got a whole lot of hype, and we're gonna be talking about some of these hyped up animes, and are they really worth all this hype that they getting? So I'm gonna break down a few of the biggest ones that's hyped right now, and I'm gonna go over some of the classic ones, and all these gonna be romance anime, and we're gonna see about it. So the first thing I want to talk about, My Dress Up Darling. Now, My Dress Up Darling, I really enjoyed My Dress Up Darling. I'm going to talk about some of the good things about My Dress Up Darling. First of all, the main cast, on one side, you got the guy who's quiet, he's dedicated, and he keep to himself. And on the other side, you got a girl who's really energetic, kind of just bouncing off the wall. And honestly, this duo, it's a fantastic duo. I gotta say, one thing that I did notice, and usually I don't ever look at this stuff. I don't know, like, art style. The art style and the animation is top tier. Like, this how you know it's top tier. Usually, I can't tell if anything's animated good, because I usually don't care about that at all. Honestly, it could look like, I'll be fine with pixels as long as the story good. But with this, I actually noticed it, and that's a lot coming from me. So I gotta say, the art style and the animation is some of the best I ever seen. Listen, episode 1 of season 2, I was blown away. From episode 1 to season 2, that's gotta be the one with the very best animations. And I just gotta say, almost felt like I was watching something entirely different because of how well animated it was. Cause season 2, it looks beautiful. Another thing that I really like about My Dress Up Darling, it got a bunch of wholesome moments. And, it feels genuine. Like, they share hobbies, they support each other, and it's just really nice. Now, on the flip side, what someone could complain about it, they could complain about the fan service. They can. I don't think it's a problem, but some people do. I will say the romance can feel slow paced, but I don't have too much bad to say about My Dress Up Darling. Now, the question is it overhyped or not? I gotta say, it's not overhyped at all. It's definitely worth the watch. I honestly thought I wouldn't like it when I first heard about it, because I don't really care for cosplay or nothing like that, and I ain't dressing up or nothing like that. But when I actually watched it, it actually got me interested in everything that they were talking about, and that's something I never thought I'd get into. So My Dress Up Darling is definitely worth the hype. If you ain't watched it, hey, I don't know what you're waiting on. Now, next up, we got another one. Dandadan. Now, Dandadan, it's wild. It's a chaotic show. Listen, Okaroon and Momo, they also contrast in personality. One is kind of reckless with Momo, and the other one is really analytical. And, Okaroon and Momo, the way they interact is awesome, and it got actually cool supernatural powers and a lot of good fight scenes. I got some bad history with aliens. Usually when aliens come into play in anything I watch, I drop it, because sometimes, hey, this might be off topic, but Saints Row, if you played Saints Row 4 and they brought the aliens in, after that, I hated anything with aliens. But I will say, they do it so perfectly, and it's really interesting, and it's also humorous. So with this, you getting a lot of good humor, and you getting a lot of cool fight scenes. Now, only thing that I could see someone not liking about Dandadan is kind of the opposite of My Dress Up Darling. By that, I mean, with My Dress Up Darling, it could get a little slow pacing, and you might not like that. With Dandadan, hey, the pacing is pretty fast. It's out like that, and you could get lost because of how fast the pacing is of the story. But is it a little overhyped? Not at all. Dandadan, I ain't seen the episode I ain't like yet, and the art style is good on Dandadan as well. I don't think it's as good as My Dress Up Darling, but it's still it's still there. It's still really good. Next up, let's talk about Horimiya. Now, Horimiya is not as hyped up now, but I know there's a lot of people who love it. I gotta say, it does have the same good qualities with the main cast. Like, one is outgoing and the other person is quiet, and it's always a nice balance to see. And the good thing about Horimiya, the people outside of the main cast is also pretty good. They go into a good amount of depth with the side characters, and the side characters do feel like they actually matter. Another thing I want to talk about that's also good is it got a lot of heartwarming moments in there. Now, the bad. Listen, the ending kind of felt a little bit rushed, and when I was watching Horimiya, I was locked in for a long time, and at the end, I was just kind of like, all right, where we going with this? We doing a little too much with it. We doing a little too much. Listen, some characters could have been explored a little bit more. I gotta say, it's slightly overhyped. It's slightly overhyped. Listen, just a smidge overhyped. Now, next thing we talking about, Love is War. Now, if you seen the video I posted before this, you gonna know how I feel about Love is War. It's the greatest. Hold up. Let me go over what's good about it. Now, it has clever comedy. It got some sharp dialogue, and the main cast, it's a bit different from all the others, because most times it's opposite attracts. Now, it's like the same two characters attracting to each other, which is a bit different. I will say, some characters, they do have unique personalities that really stand out, but now let's talk about what I think is the bad. The gimmick can get really repetitive. I'm sorry. At a certain point, I'm kind of tired of seeing it, listen, I think the gimmick with all the games, I feel like it kind of overshadows what could be a deeper moment. And now listen, this might just be me, but anytime I think or see or look about anything about Love is War, I feel like it's on such a high pedestal that it's a little bit overhyped. I'm not saying it's a bad show. It's a great show. But I just feel like there's a good amount of stuff that's better. And listen, if you want to see all the anime that I put over Love is War, you should probably check out my tier list video, just so you could get a glimpse of what type of anime I think is way better than Love is War. It's still a fun watch. Listen, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that I couldn't watch it all. I watched it all. But for what a lot of people say it is, it didn't live up to the hype that I thought it had. It was hyped up so much that it made me kind of mad when I wasn't satisfied with what I got. Now, let's talk about a classic. Now, this one, I don't think it's really hyped up like that. Maybe it should be, but we talking about Nana. Now, Nana, the good thing about Nana, it takes a completely different approach. It's really showing two women with the same name living drastically different lives. And I just feel like seeing the difference between both Nanas, it's a different type of experience. Like, one goes from being this always happy, living a luxurious life, to settling down with this person that she thought was this great guy. Hey, I might go on a whole rant and make this video 50 minutes long. I could keep talking about Nana for days. You could tell right now it's not overhyped. The friendship they have and showing the struggle that they go through, it feels really authentic. And the characters, they kind of feel grounded in reality, and I feel like this makes the journey a lot more compelling. Now in Nana, it really takes a more mature route on love and friendship, kind of like the opposite of Love is War, in a very good way. I gotta say, it's sad that it's never been finished, but I will say, it's not overhyped at all. Nana is definitely worth the watch, and I think it's a timeless classic. Now listen, when I say classic, I ain't watched nothing from 1985 or nothing like that. I ain't watched no Cowboy Bebop, so I don't know what a classic is, but to me, it's a classic. So yeah, a lot of these animes right now, they are living up to the hype, and some So yeah, some of these animes, they do live up to the hype, and some kind of get a little bit overhyped. But I kind of want to hear from y'all. Which anime do you think is most overrated? And let me know how you feel about some of my takes. Listen, if you want to call me a bumbling idiot for my take on Love is War and Horimiya and anything like that, hey, go on ahead. I'm trying to hear it. I might laugh about it a little bit later. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video though. And also, another tale is coming up real soon. We're going to be talking about isekais. Or isekai. I don't even know how to say it. But, hey, if you like that, like, subscribe. And I'll still Loveverse. We out.